I'm Giovanna Ottaviani Olmo. I am a researcher at the Norwegian Institute for Bioeconomy Research in Ås, Norway, and I work in Blue Rev as a scientist and as a work package leader for work package 3, which is the work package dealing with finding insights about social innovation, business models and governance. Blue Rev is a coordination and support action, which means that through the funds that we have been getting from the EU, we should provide insights and create network between relevant stakeholders in the blue sector. We have 3 case studies. We have one in Greenland and Denmark, one in Estonia and one in Italy, and that's where we're now in Sicily for the G7. And what we have been doing, at least NIBIO is responsible for the social innovation side besides the coordination role, is that we have been creating a framework for data collection, and this was defined and then validated with the case study coordinators. And then they applied it to a number of stakeholders that they have been selecting on the basis of what they thought it was relevant. So when it comes to just the social innovation side, we have been trying to be as inclusive as possible, because in order to assess the social innovation initiatives that are actually successful and they have been implemented in the areas that are target of Blue Rev activities, we wanted to be sure that the social problems that we want to tackle are those that are relevant for the whole community. So Blue Rev, in fact, aims at revitalizing coastal community. So we have been starting from there. So looking at who is living in the area and how active they are or what they're doing. So we created the framework, we mapped all the stakeholders, and then in a sort of consensus process, we agreed on which one we wanted to involve. And these people were then interviewed. Of course, I was at an advantage because I'm Italian, so I was able to at least interview in their languages too. And then we have been systematizing and analyzing the data that we have been collecting. And I'm very happy about that. Some of the challenges that we have been finding are very similar. We also have to say that the value chains that Blue Rev and the case studies have been looking at are very similar in 2 countries, in 2 cases, which is Denmark, Greenland and Italy, because we're looking at the fish, while for Estonia is the seaweed, red seaweed. So it is a bit different, but the challenges are quite similar. There are some specific challenges that are very linked to the territory. Like, for example, in Greenland, a big challenge is related to housing. That's a big social problem that they have, and logistics, because it's very difficult to understand, but in Greenland there are no roads between the major centers where people are living, and there is only 56,000 people in the whole country. It is very difficult to, through blue economy, solve this type of issues, but there are issues that are quite similar to what we have here in Sicily, for example, which is workforce retention and workforce competence. So this can be solved, and they have been solved in Sicily especially. We have an amazing example, which is how the University of Palermo have been interacting with the private sector and the small companies and the fishermen to build competence and fill this gap. So we have been visiting and we have been explaining and describing the initiative of having a diffused lab, where the University of Palermo has not only been doing all the analysis to build a protocol for the production of traditional products that are adding value to low value species. And this has been done with the fishermen from Trapani, but also have been helping them to find the funds to build like a lab where then they can produce this product in controlled conditions. So this is a very good example. When it comes to why we have been looking in BlueDev on social innovation is because we really want that all solutions that are developed, they're sort of addressing one problem that is relevant for the people from the community that we want to work with. So that is why it is very important that basically we're driven by needs of the local people when it comes to research, that research is not just sterile and that it doesn't get any sort of endorsement from the people that then will have to use the results.